Good morning. Happy Monday. I hope everybody's weekend was fantastical. I had a very good weekend. Thanks for asking. I'm going to jump into our topic. However, I am going to tell a story with it as well. So every day, every time I do these videos, I wait until the day to think about what we're going to go ahead and actually talk about. And the reason for that for me is because I get a little obsessive and I'll want to go ahead and almost write down what I want to say instead of having it authentically come out of me. So I wait until the day. So here I am this morning going, okay, so what are we talking about today? And higher ups, tell me what's up and how am I supposed to help out and what are we supposed to be talking about? And I heard fear. So I'm like, okay, we're going to talk about fear. Cool. And I literally go onto Pinterest. I was like, all right, show me what's going on. And there's two things that resonated with me. It's going to be really funny when we get to those. I was like, okay, got it. We're good. Okay. So getting up my camera, getting it set up, and it does not want to work. I've messed with the exposure to give me some more light so you can actually see my face. Everything. I moved this, I brought out more light over there. I finally moved a room because it's just still actually not super working for me, but so much better in this room. Anyway, before I got super frustrated with all of it, I said, all right, so are you trying to tell me something, universe? Are you trying to tell me something? Are we not supposed to be talking about fear? And the answer I got was, no, we're not supposed to be talking about fear, but yes, we kind of are. And I stopped and I looked at the Pinterest posts and I was like, it's not fear. Fear is part of it, but it's strength. We're talking about strength. And that really does go ahead and do beautiful things for what we've already talked about. We had to talk about the hate pot. We had to know where that was coming from. A lot of people are suffering from anxiety right now, and hopefully we've helped kind of go ahead and get to a better place with it. And we've been talking about a whole bunch of stuff. It's okay to go ahead and freak out a little bit, and you're still doing all right. Making sure that, hey, try to be grateful, even though if you don't feel grateful that day. We've been talking about a lot. And the thing is that if you've taken anything from this and you've made even this much of amount of a change, that takes courage and that takes strength to do that. And that's huge. You're looking at yourself in the mirror going, okay, what she had to say, even again, if it's this much, resonated with me. Maybe I should look at it differently. And that literally does take so much strength. And be proud of yourself that you're doing that for you. We got to love us, whatever that looks like. If it's a little change, if it's a huge change, even if it starts little, it becomes ginormous. I mean, you got to take the first steps, right? We're crawling right now. Got to make sure that when we're ready, we're able to take those steps. But it's when we're ready. So if you're not even ready right now, that's okay. No worries. That also takes strength. That you know where you're at in your world. Again, these are just things we're trying to stay positive in the cray-cray that we have right now. And that's strength. Us coming together as a community is strength. Us, helping out wherever we can is strength. Us literally giving ourselves a hug is strength. Us depending on a friendly ear if we need it is strength. Because that shows vulnerability. And I feel like a lot of people aren't willing to be vulnerable right now because there's so much vulnerability already out there. This is where the fear kind of comes in. There is a lot of fear because we're so worried about what the future is going to look like. This is where the anxiety comes from. So when you're fearful, you have that fight or flight instinct. That's what's going on in your body, okay? At the same time, you're fighting this fight or flight. But I think all of us know that this is not really working for us. So you're trying to calm down at the same time. And it's like trying to calm down a freaking 2-year-old who's got a sugar high. Like, that's not going to happen. You got to run it out. Go run somewhere. I have no idea. Yeah, just run with the bunnies. Try to see if you can catch them. I have no idea. That's what's there. That's what we're struggling with. So I had a conversation with a friend yesterday, and it was a completely different topic. However, fear came up, okay? And I asked her, would you rather have, or something similar, okay? Would you rather have fear run your life? Or would you rather life run your fear? Maybe it's not the best way of saying it, but my point is, fear will stop you from living, from loving, from everything. Fear is your safety net to sit in the corner and don't do anything about it. That's what fear is. It's your doubt. It's your insecurities. It's your everything of pretty much negativity. It's like anxiety. It's the absence of danger right now. Right now. That's where the fear is. Absence of danger. It's us really thinking about the future on a constant basis, and we're very, very fearful of that. I'm sure that there's a lot of people out there that have fear, and they should. Because where are we getting our next meal? Where are we sleeping? Where are we doing this? Where are we doing that? I understand that. And it takes courage and it takes strength to find those places. It takes courage and it takes strength to ask for help. And it takes courage and it takes strength for us to really see that fear really doesn't need to live here anymore. Fear is what's creating the cray-cray of our world today. We really don't need to feed it any more than what it's already being fed. So what we can do is recognize what our fear is first, right? Whatever your fear is. When this all started, my fear was, how am I going to work? If I can work, because I've got my kiddo. There's no daycares or anything, so babysitters are pretty much on lockdown. Everybody's on lockdown. What the heck am I supposed to do? This was fear. Huge and ugly fear. It wasn't going to work. I couldn't work. This was not going to happen. I was going to lose my job because of this. That's really scary. Super scary. First time ever I've been on unemployment. And I feel really weird about it. But this is what's helping our family. We're trying to be very smart about how we're making this work. And we will find ways to get back to where we need to be for our family. But it was a fear. And now it's, we're at where we need to be, whatever that looks like. We will get to where we need to go when it's time, whatever that looks like. I said, fear, I got you. I thank you for trying to keep me safe. Thank you for making me ask questions. But I don't need you here anymore. You served your purpose. I thank you. I love you for that, but I don't need you here anymore. What I want is acceptance of where I'm at, staying in my present, grateful that there's other options for me, and just being okay. Even though I had my moments, and I still do. This e-learning stuff's crazy. But I'm taking the courage, I'm taking my strength, and I'm trying to utilize it as best as I possibly can. And that's what I'm going to ask you guys to try to think about too. Feel your fear. What does it look like? What color is it? All of that good stuff. Recognize it. And then ask yourself, is it serving your positive purpose? Or is it feeding the negative one? And then decide. Kick that bitch out or keep it. It depends on what it is. But you'll figure it out on how to make that happen. Talk to people. Ask your friends and family. Be like, how do I get rid of this? Maybe it's just from anxiety. And we've already talked about it and gave a little bit here and there of what we could do. Recognize it. Thank it for trying to keep you safe. Because it is trying to keep you safe. But it's also stopping you from actually living your world. So I'm going to end on this. Okay. From Miss Eleanor Roosevelt, because she's a fantastic woman. Let's just be reasonable. She says that you gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You must do the things you think you cannot do. Miss Eleanor, she's got this. Look that fear in the face and bitch slap that and get it out. You guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow.